based on a particular pattern. Now, there is something I want to open. This global search regular expression print. Now, if we have this, how does it work? Um, okay, let me just use an example. Let's say we want to search for the character data inside the school file. So what will this do? This will search for every word that has this pattern data inside this file, and it will highlight them. You can see it has what highlight them on every of the line. When we study the if we read the manual of the GRE paper, this thing, we can see how many flags and a lot of things that can be using it, trying to search for as many things as possible. But what matter most is that we understand these possibilities. For example, I can see cat school. I'm piping it into grep, and it should what? It should search for every match of data inside the school, and then instead of it inside, okay, I don't even need to specify the school. So I'm sending in the output of this man into this file, and then send the output to this command. Let it search for. Yeah. Now we can now even do something that we can pipe it that it should now what? It should um what can we do? We can now redirect it into data.txt. If I can, okay, this actually redirected everything, but let's see. Data, can you see? So we can be coming from a command and then initiate what? This operation on it. Now let's do something. Let's say I create a file called phone book. Okay, let me call it cards phone.txt. So I'm having different patterns of number 081, 081, 2, 23. That's one pattern. I have another one 080 with space 123, then 518. 1 right? Yeah, correct. 1 2 3 5 1 8. Is another pattern. 0 8 1. Okay. So cat phone. Now we can have as many phone number, but what we are looking for, let's say um we are looking for this very one, which is 081 081 2 3 5 1 8 1 1 9 in this pattern, without space, without all of this format. We are only looking for this format. This is possible using the grep command. But now, when we use the grep command, there are different filters. We call it filters that can be used alongside in order to search the pattern, in order to search to make a streamlined search. For example, there is a symbol here, there is an image here. Look at this. We call it the regex this thing. And this is how it works. Where you have this raised to power symbol, where it should start, the start of the line. Then you have the square brackets talking about the range of numbers it should look for. That is, it should look for from A to Z, having probably hyphen or letters or underscore. As long as it sees this pattern, this match inside this square bracket, it should what? It should return it. Okay. And we also have this range of characters that must be present, which is this brace. The square brackets indicates the kind of possible characters it should what search for and return. The square bracket. The brace talking about the range of characters, probably from 17 to 19. The numbers from 17 to 19, or from 0 to 9, or from A to Z. And this one talks about the end of the line. Now, obviously, when we run this, if we are trying to do like, okay, let me just type all of this, trying to do this, and let's say 0 within the range of, let me just put what is here, A to Z is 0 to 9. I'm coming, I'm trying to drive at something. Underscore, hyphen, then we have raise 7 19, close brace, $sign. If I copy all of this, and then if I do like this on the terminal, there is no way. If we run this and trying to look for this, let's say we are now trying to look for it inside phone.txt, this will throw it will throw an error, because all of these characters are special characters and they will be interpreted into different things as far as the shell is concerned. So basically, we need to understand, if we're trying to make a search using the grep command, then we must actually, of course, understand the possible pattern for search using the symbols that are available. But we cannot just run those symbols directly to the command line. It will throw an error. We, of course, need to find a way to escape all of this so that the shell will not see them as special characters but will see them as a regular text. So if I run this now, you can see unmatched, it cannot even see any of this. So it is seeing it as what? As separate entities. Now there is an example here. You are trying to look for the content of this file phone.txt and look at all the contents, different possibilities. Now imagine that imagine how they run the command here. If you look at this, a lot of escape characters was what was used to preserve the format of this thing. If I zoom in, you are trying to search this phone.txt and to search for probably just this number, to outline this number, or to highlight only this number in a text file, or to highlight any of this, or probably every of them that has this phone number in whatever pattern. Probably you are trying to search inside a big text, a big document, and you're trying to search for a particular pattern of word. While I was on, what are they calling it? I was on this my PDF document. I was trying to search for pipeline. So in this document now, every entry that has to do with pipeline, this find command, this search command will return it for me. So that is just like the basic work of the grep command. So it's trying to search for every matching character, every matching word. Okay. So now we talked about the the acceptable string for the grep command, which is all of this. And this is talking about from the start. You should start the search from the start of the line, then look for any of this character as long as it can see any of this character. Then this is within the range, the brace, and then end of the line. So if we run this will be treated as special characters individually, but we need to use escape character or escape form to prevent shell from interpreting all of these symbols. So that was what we were trying to do here. You can see how long the text is when they did something like this here. It is trying to tell you that this bracket, it should what? It should treat it as a normal bracket, and then it should look through this. You can see it should look through this from 0 to 9. Okay, it should escape braces and treat it as a normal entity, and also forward brace and the last brace, and then it should look for range of 3. That is trying to look for 0 to 9 in 3 different ways. The explanation is here. Let's see. Look at this. The logic of the entire area code section is trying. You can see that, okay, when you use square brackets, you are letting grep know that you are looking for a number between 0 and 9. Similarly, you can use A to Z, okay, in order to match letters of the alphabet. Okay, so the number in curly brackets, like these three, it means that the item in the square bracket is matched exactly three times. That is, the items in this curly bracket is matched exactly three times, which is, look at this. This the item is matched exactly three times. Okay. Now, okay. So it's saying look into brackets and look for numbers from 0 to 9 inside square brackets and match them exactly three times. Okay. Now, the same thing as seen here. Now, sometimes this looks complicated because you'll be trying to look at it that why are you trying to match exactly three times? Because the content of this phone book is 1 2 3 4, and if you count 0 1 2 3, so you're trying to make sure that the search runs through the first line, the second line, and the third line. So but it will start its count from 0 1 2 3. So but what matters most here is that with trying to study um the grp command, you can try to search for different matches of characters. Now let's try what we can do with our own code. Here we have grep and we are trying to search for, now this is 0 1 2. We might not even try to look for that, but let's say we are trying to um search for, okay, we don't have anything like open brackets, so we can escape that, but we can say search for from 0 to 9 within this range. Okay. And what can we do again? We can say match this, let this match happen, okay, two times, 0 1 2, two times, the closing brace, and then we can still tell it to search for inside the pattern from zero. Now, okay, zero from, look for zero, any number from 0 to 9. Okay, then we are trying to look for space also, so we can say look for comma, look for space and look for comma, single space, and then comma. Okay, we are referencing all of this. And what again? I think these are just all of the possible um entries here. We have square brackets. We are trying to tell it to um omit the square brackets, and then from 0 to 9, look for number from 0 to 9, look for space, and then hyphen. Then we are trying to tell it to look for this range, let the search appear two times. In this case it will be 3 0 1 2 3 and 0 1 2. So can let me cross check something. Okay, obviously we are not even looking for. Okay, there might not be need. There might not be need for this because all we need is the square bracket and search for all of this. Then we might need that for the brace. And what were we trying to look for? Inside phone.txt. I think so. Let us see. Okay. Can we see our results? Let me see. Are people still following? Okay, people have gone offline. Okay, I think I will just do the rest and then the session. So when we run this is what we have. Okay. So obviously 9 is being omitted from 0 to 9. Okay. Can we see why 9 is being omitted? Okay. We we need to see why 9 is being omitted. Can we fix that? Let's see from this reference. Okay. Can we do okay? So there's a reason why the 9 is not part of it. Probably we have to escape space. Okay. Probably we have to escape this. So obviously there's this is true. But what matters most is to get the basic idea of this Grep command. Okay. So guys, I think we are able to gain some little idea. We can use the grep to get matching characters or pattern in a file.